Hey, everybody, welcome back. So, I share an office with my best friend in the world at work, and it's fantastic. We listen to all kinds of podcasts. We love, like, Joe Rogan's really good conspiracy theory podcasts. They're so entertaining, and it just gives you so much to think about. And not that it really impacts life on a daily, right? But it's fun. However, there are some conspiracy theories. All right, we all know that came from JFK, right? You're labeled a conspiracy theorist if you didn't believe the lone shooter on the hill, blah, blah, blah. Thank you, CIA, for all of your weird stuff. We appreciate you. So, while it's fun to do the, Egypt conspiracy theories and the earth and how old it is and all of that, while that's really just fun rabbit holes to like think through and ponder, and it's good mental exercise, there are actually the conspiracy theories that are reality. And they want us to believe that it's a conspiracy theory. They want to shut people up who want to think about it and who want to believe what they see on a daily. And the people who are putting puzzle pieces together and have theories. So they just label them conspiracy theories, and we all get smeared as, crazy. I get this on, like, in person. I haven't really gone there with you all yet. Welcome to it. But, Alex Jones. Oh, he's crazy. Candace Owens, Ian Carroll, Tucker Carlson, they're all crazy conspiracy theorists, blah, 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 blah. All right. We get it. But when you start really listening and really looking into what's going on and get some history from people who've actually read outside of just what we're spoon fed in school, you start to notice some things. And it's not necessarily bad we notice some things. But today I'm going to talk about what I think is my current working theory on really global politics. So welcome back to the Green Eye Girl Podcast, Political Hellscape. All right, little backstory. For those of you who don't know, I am actually a hard scientist. So I'm a chemist, chemical engineer combo. I studied physics. My favorite was quantum physics. Just my favorite thing that I ever studied was quantum physics. I also minored in history just because I was interested in it. It's kind of funny how that works. You all know I'm big on the Constitution and all of our founding documentation. It's a big deal. I've gone over it in detail. Looking forward to diving into even more. I've got the Federalist Papers waiting. Just wait, it's coming. So, being a hard scientist, theories are just that. It is the theory that you work off of until given more information that either disproves it or adjusts it, okay? So, that applies to conspiracy theory also. And I've had several, Alex Jones talks all the time, and I don't watch him like consistently, but I watch enough Alex Jones that I'm with him, okay? Alex Jones talks about it all the time, the globalist elite. We're fighting the globalists, we're fighting the globalists. And he thought Trump was fighting the globalists. Well, one of the bigger globalist ties is the Epstein files. We've been told for years that the Trump administration's going to release them, blah, blah, blah. They give us phase one. And here we are with no Epstein files and being told it's a hoax, being told that two people went to prison and one killed himself for human trafficking, but they never trafficked anybody, guys. This was just child porn. They're not convicted on child porn charges, guys. So we're just crazy. We're just stupid. We're stupid for sticking with this. All right. Yeah. All right. So the Epstein files, they start tying way too many things together for us not to realize that it is globalist. All right. We got Prince Andrew in the UK. Now there's a Brigitte Macron link. There's too many. And now the Trump administration and Trump himself is calling his base stupid. His base, who I didn't believe the Russia hoax, I didn't believe the Hunter Biden laptop hoax, none of it, because we could see right through it. We knew the truth. But all of a sudden we're being told that this is a hoax and we're stupid. So with all things being equal and just everything that I've listened to lately, everything I've been listening to for like 2 years, guys, I've gone down the rabbit hole for like 2 years. Okay. That's how you ended up with me here talking to the abyss. Not really that you're an abyss. Those of you who listen to my podcast, I appreciate you more than you understand, especially those that comment and talk to me. Thank you. Anyway, so I've been going down this rabbit hole forever, and I stumbled into all the Q stuff. Man, I really wanted to believe the QAnon stuff, okay, because someone was coming to save us. They're not, okay? So now, with all the Epstein file information that's finally come out and the way Trump himself is behaving, and some of the things that were pointed out on some recent podcasts about Trump in just the early days, I'm beginning to thoroughly believe that all of our presidents here and abroad are chosen decades in advance. And you all know I don't like the political party system. If I wasn't working so much right now, I'd already have this series going. I'm not there yet. Sorry, guys. I'm epically failing here. Okay, I've been really busy with work. This is just my side gig. So I don't like the political party system because to me that seems like they are choosing who they're willing to put forward, who their donors will back, and they just throw money at the situation. And they give you, like, of all the people who could run for president, this is the only ones they're going to allow to do it. Okay. I brought this up before. We watched this with Bobby Kennedy. Lifelong Democrat, guys. It's the Kennedys. He's a Kennedy. And he might have some wild ideas. No, he's just actually done more research than the vast majority of people. And, well, there you are. But they wouldn't allow him to run as a Democrat, even though he qualifies in every conceivable way. They kept him out. Party itself kept him out. When you see that, you realize it's not just the Democrats. The Republicans are doing the same thing. And then when you start looking at Washington, D.C. on the whole is like political theater. Like it is crazy political theater. They're fighting, they're making up kind of new accents and using more ebonics than they ever have. If you go back and watch old videos of Jasmine Crockett, she was a very well spoken, well thought out person, kind of meek. So what happened? Here's what happened. Washington, D.C. is theater to keep us all pacified, to keep us believing that we actually have a choice when we don't. That is what I am believing. That is my current working theory. My current working theory is they have picked these people out decades in advance and they manipulate everything around them so that they come out looking exactly how they want them to for the people to buy into. And again, this is my theory. If anybody's got information or just any kind of response to this, please let me know in the comments, because until I have more information, this is where everything has been leading in my mind. And I don't like it. I'll say that. I really don't like it. Because now I think Trump was in on the whole COVID thing and they played it out exactly how they wanted to get the response they got. And then they rigged the 2020 election to get the response that they got so that when Trump had his comeback, they have more people who just believe in Trump and believe that Trump is going to win in the end and that he's playing 4D chess and all of these things. And I actually don't think that's the case. I think back when he was giving interviews saying, I don't ever want to run for political office, but I might have to, blah, blah, blah. I think that was all to cultivate his image to get him where he's at. I think he was handpicked a long time ago because this is where we were always going to be. The first election I could ever vote in was Obama-McCain. Looking back now, they're the same person. They have the same politics. They have the exact same politics. We figured that out before McCain passed. So they're all cultivated. It's just who makes the mob feel warmer on the inside at the end of the day. And right now it's Trump. My point with all of this is my current theory. And the ultimate conclusion from this theory is we are nothing but slaves. We get up, we go to work, we pay in, we get distracted by all of these partisan issues. And of course, now they're trying to make the Epstein thing a partisan issue. It's not a partisan issue. It's everyone in our government's tied to this thing. Everyone in all of the governments around the world are somehow tied to this thing. They are creating these people and putting them forth to distract us. Bread and circuses. It's bread and circuses. They're giving us just enough income to keep ourselves fed and pacified while buying into all of this partisan BS. So where I'm going with this is we have to stop arguing about the partisan issues because the politicians aren't out here for us, and the ones that are getting annihilated. Thomas Massey's just getting shit kicked every day. George Santos is going to prison for 7 years. That's wild because a little over $50,000 in misuse of campaign funds. I would like every single person in Congress to get the same deep dive and be convicted. And if they're all going to federal prison, then okay, but they're not. Because George Santos was willing to blow the whistle on how much political theater is going on in DC. So we need to set aside our partisan issues and realize that it is our entire government is corrupt to the core. And the onesie-twosie people that are actually there for good reason, who actually want to do something for the people, can't make a difference when there is this much corruption. If our politicians really aren't even there and they're not even voting, if they're really, like George Santos said, sitting in the back so drunk they don't even know how to vote, what are we doing? Why do we have these bills and all of law that we can't even understand? So at some point, every single one of us is breaking the law that we don't even know we're breaking. It's because it's all political theater. And it's all designed to keep us pacified and going through our daily lives and paying taxes and having hope that will never come until one day everything will be stripped from us. So I believe in my fellow normal humans, not the political theater actors, which is what all of our politicians are. And this is left, right, and center, guys. This is not, again, not a partisan thing. I don't think Marjorie Taylor Greene is quite as combative in real life as she pretends to be with Jasmine Crockett. She puts on this like super feminist bullshit about Hunter Biden scared me because I'm a woman. No, he's not. That's just political theater to get people talking and to get people to think that you're doing something. You're not. None of them are. They're not there for us. Our government's not functioning the way that it's supposed to. And I think it's deeper, darker, and more global. I think the globalists that Alex Jones talks about, that he says we need to fight, I think they've been in power for decades. Absolutely where my brain's at now. And I think they have cultivated our reality in such a way that we get to stay distracted and pacified with bread and services. And we are starting to watch Europe crumble. And America's on its way there too. They now are pushing to keep illegal aliens here who haven't broken the law. Coming here illegally is breaking a federal law. I voted for mass deportations. I didn't vote for, oh, we're only going to get rid of the criminals and we're going to keep people here that don't belong in this country, that aren't citizens, that weren't born here, that don't deserve these rights. It's all theater. It's all theater. And all they're trying to do is merge the world so all the slaves are at the same level while the elites sit back and laugh and take our money and enjoy themselves on their yachts and private planes and everything else. That's why they hate people like Andrew Tate. He reached their status, but let's be real, he's still a rookie from Luton. Deep down, he's for the people because he is the people. When you reach that level of wealth, you either shut up, keep your money, and just let them do what they're going to do. You join them, or you become an Andrew Tate, who's telling the people what's actually going on without telling the people what's actually going on. He tells enough. He can't save you. He's telling you to save yourself. That's why they hate the Candace Owens of the world. She won't stop digging. Tucker walked out of their world. And the more distance he gets from it, the more he realizes just how insane they are. And the things that he ignored. So that's my current working theory. It is bleak. There are ways out. Not pretty. But I don't think we can vote ourselves out of the mess that we're in because of the way the whole system's set up in America. I don't know enough about politics in other countries, frankly. I'm just trying to keep track of what goes on here in the States is a lot. But seeing the threads that tie everybody together globally is concerning. So let me know what you think. Toss some comments. Let's have some good discussion. Because we as the people need to start figuring out how to get out from under the thumb of the elites and the globalists who want us to be nothing but tax slaves. Because there is going to come a point where that's all we've got. They keep us pacified with our cars and our homes and all of that, but it's all bought on debt for the most part. Let's be real. And even then, once you own it, you pay off your mortgage, you still have to pay the government to keep your housing. That's insane. Like outright, fundamentally insane. So let me know what you all are thinking. That's my, like I said, current working theory. More information adjusts a theory, right? So if anybody's got more, let me know. And again, this isn't a partisan thing. I don't care about the little nuance arguments about BS anymore. This is now like the normal everyday people versus the elites, and they're all running our country. They're all running our countries around the world. So Let me know what you think. Ponder on this for me, because if somebody's got some good news, I could use it right now. But ponder on it, let me know, and have a great day.